everyone, welcome to this update video. I hope you're doing fantastic. We're going to be looking at what's going on. So there are 5 tropical waves which are moving across the North Atlantic basin, and we can definitely see lots of activity in some areas such as the vicinity of Hispaniola, Puerto Rico, even headed to Central America, South America, and just offshore we see a lot of convection as well. So let us zoom into the area. We're going to parts of northern South America, and it's been quite active in sections of Panama, Colombia, and even into Venezuela. As for the Lesser Antilles, there's definitely been some rainfall around, and there's that next tropical wave just offshore northeast South America. We can see all the activity in association with it, and this will continue to make its way toward the west. So eventually, as it's going to be arriving in the Caribbean by, say, Wednesday, there could be more rainfall activity for the Lesser Antilles. The ABC Islands remain quite dry with much not happening. Then going a bit further to the north and west, here we can see some thunderstorm activity along the east coast of Nicaragua, and also just offshore the Dominican Republic, a couple of spots in Puerto Rico as well, and to the north of the northeastern Caribbean islands. But this morning we're seeing that things have cleared up a bit for parts of Cuba, the Cayman Islands, Jamaica, and even the Bahamas. However, it's just for now, because as we're going to be heading into the afternoon, we can definitely see some showers and thunderstorms popping up. So thanks to a trough in the area, that will be helping out to enhance the shower and thunderstorm activity. And as a result, there could be those periods of very heavy rainfall, strong winds, and a lot of lightning as well. So let's look at the rainfall forecast for today, after which we'll move on to the wind forecast and the Saharan dust forecast. So looking at the rainfall forecast here from Euro, we can see some of these red shadings around for parts of, well, many areas actually in the Caribbean, and also as we head up to Florida, just within the southwesterly part of the states, we can see that it gets a bit colorful there. So there could be some additional showers and thunderstorms headed to the Bahamas, Turks and Caicos, parts of Cuba, especially in the east, near the Cayman Islands. For sections of Jamaica as well, there could definitely be some heavy downpours today. Then as we head to Hispaniola, we're also seeing that it's getting quite colorful, and within the vicinity of Puerto Rico and the Virgin Islands, and potentially even the northern Leeward Islands, such as Anguilla, St. Martin, and St. Barthélemy. So within the area, there could be rainfall amounts up to 1 inch or so. As for the rest of the Lesser Antilles, there could be those showers moving in from the east at times. Northern South America, there could be some additional heavy rain. But again, that little dry pocket there with the ABC Islands where much rain is not expected at all. So it should be on the dry, sunny side as we head throughout today. Look into the Southwest Caribbean for the islands of San Andres, Providencia, and then going to Central America, Panama, Costa Rica, Nicaragua, sections of Honduras, El Salvador, and going towards the Pacific coast of Guatemala and parts of southern Mexico. It could get a bit active later today. A few showers may move by parts of Belize. Bay Islands may be a bit on the drier side as well. So that is what is expected in terms of the rainfall activity today. So it's been getting more and more active with the tropical waves moving by, and overall just the low pressure systems around are helping to enhance the rainfall. Again, as we're going to be heading into the afternoon, we could see a lot of thunderstorms across parts of the North Caribbean, and with that there could be instances of flooding. Not at all a guarantee for everywhere, but some places will definitely have that experience. As we look at the wind forecast now, so seeing more of these purple and blue shadings are indicating those stronger winds over 20 knots, and it is going to be quite active in the eastern Caribbean. ABC Islands, Lesser Antilles, even the Virgin Islands, parts of Puerto Rico, it's going to get a bit windy. In the west, it's likely to be a bit on the tranquil side as we're going to be heading through today in terms of those winds blowing. But for the eastern islands, it is likely to get pretty windy out there. Now we're heading on to the Saharan dust forecast. We can see that there are all these brown shadings indicating the dust, and the darker the brown is, that is a sign of denser dust, a higher concentration of dust. So as we're going to be heading throughout today and into tomorrow, more dust is going to be entering the eastern Islands. So it has been blanketing the area for some time, but we're seeing that it is not as plentiful. So it's not a huge plume that's going to be moving in, but nonetheless it'll likely be noticeable as it makes its way through. So the Lesser Antilles, even headed to Puerto Rico, the Virgin Islands, parts of Hispaniola as well, will experience some coverage from the Saharan dust. And now we're going on to this map here. This is the surface chart, which is marking the different features in the atmosphere. So we're seeing these 6 tropical waves that have emerged from Africa. This was the first one late in May, and now here we are, 3rd day of the hurricane season, 3rd of June. And yeah, we've got 5 tropical waves crossing the Atlantic basin. So that comprises the Atlantic Ocean, Gulf of Mexico, and Caribbean Sea. And then we have the Pacific basin over there. So 1 tropical wave is over there, and then 5 more moving through. However, none of these is expected to intensify into a tropical cyclone over the course of the next several days. And so guys, that is what is going on. That is what is expected as we're going to be heading throughout today in terms of weather conditions across the North Atlantic. And so I'll continue to keep you posted as necessary. And if you have any questions, you can leave them down below in the comments. I'll respond to you when I get the chance to do so. And remember to always be weatherwise.